'Tis the season to be smart. Yes, we're encouraging you to pay attention to your health during this period while you enjoy the festivities. Monitor your intake of salt and sugar, and don't forget to get some exercise. Being health conscious is not just a fancy thought, it's something that must be intentionally daily practiced. Welcome to this Wednesday edition of Jamaica Magazine. I'm your host, Theodore Henry. We have lots more for you to discover as we keep you informed during this season. Stay with us.
Flu season is here. Let's fight the flu with these tips. Stay up to date with recommended flu vaccines. Practice good hygiene, that is frequent hand washing and sanitizing, covering your mouth and nose when sneezing, and sanitizing frequently touched surfaces. You're also encouraged to eat a balanced diet, take vitamin and mineral supplements, stay hydrated, and stay away from persons displaying flu-like symptoms. Protect yourself this flu season.
Good day, I'm Lisa Rowe and this is your JIS News for Wednesday, December 13, 2023. The Ministry of Education has launched a behavior change support services for students in schools across the island. Implementation will be in the next school term starting January 2024. The model that is being implemented by the Ministry's Division of Schools Services brings together many of the government programs offered in a team approach. It includes health promotion, health education, guidance, counseling and mental health services, nutrition, and behavior change.
We want to ensure all students have the best opportunity to participate in the teaching and learning program in their schools and to develop healthily. This emphasis on the collaborative or team approach by those who are empowered to offer the services is to ensure that all students have the best opportunity to participate in the teaching and learning programs in their schools.
The Education Minister gave the update on the project while speaking earlier today at the weekly post-cabinet press briefing. The tourism sector is projecting an unprecedented growth in earnings and visitor arrivals for the 2023 calendar year. This has positioned the sector back on track to achieve its 5x5x5 growth strategy of 5 million visitors and earnings of $5 billion by 2025. Visitor arrivals for 2023 is projected at over 4.1 million, with more than 2.8 million in stopover arrivals and in excess of 1.2 million cruise passengers. Earnings are expected to come out at over $4.2 billion, representing a 17.8% increase over 2022. It is also 17.2% more than the pre-pandemic year of 2019. The update was presented by Tourism Minister Edmund Bartlett in a statement to Parliament on Tuesday.
Critical to enabling all of this is strategic partnerships. And so we have enhanced Jamaica's tourism success because we combine the resources and we expand our market reach and we create synergies and we collaborate and we compete in a lot of instances, Madam Speaker, instead of compete. And we have learned that because of COVID, that to compete is better because we share ideas and we develop synergies in the process.
Minister Bartlett says the sector has recorded 10 consecutive quarters of growth since the COVID-19 pandemic and will achieve 11 at the end of the October to December quarter. He says the outlook for the sector based on the rapid growth will see the 5x5 in 5-year strategy being realized in 4 years.
This influx of tourists have translated into a significant economic boost, with revenues reaching new heights.
Still in Parliament, the House on Tuesday approved a 180-day extension for the Zones of Special Operations ZOSOs, now in 7 communities across the island. The extension has moved from the usual 60 days following a provision made in approved amendments to the ZOSO Act in November this year. The security measures will run until June 2024. The communities are Mount Salem and Norwood in St. James, Denham Town in West Kingston, Greenwich Town, August Town and Parade Gardens in St. Andrew, and Savannah Lamar in Westmoreland. National Security Minister Dr. Horace Chang says the work in the communities has transformed the areas and restored a sense of dignity to the residents.
The documented successes of the zones are not just infrastructural transformation, but have been evidenced in human capital development. This year, greater emphasis has been placed on the behavioral and development changes in the lives of the beneficiaries in the designated zones. Significant work was done in relation with the Ministry of Labour and Social Security, Ministry of Education, and we are moving into the psychosocial area rapidly.
Minister Chang says the mental and emotional well-being of citizens in the designated communities is being treated as critical for crime reduction and diverting young people along a productive and creative pathway. As such, the first Child Adolescent Guidance and Family Service Unit is being established in St. James. 4 to 6 psychiatric aides have already been trained.
These psychiatric aides are individuals who are already working in the field in various areas of service areas that relates to the community, and they are provided with basic training to be able to identify those with emotional stress and strains early, and therefore get them to the right kind of professional counseling that is required to prevent them resorting to violence at any time or getting into any kind of other dysfunctional behavior.
Members of the public are being encouraged to send in written submissions regarding the job descriptions, performance standards, and codes of conduct for parliamentarians. The deadline is Friday, December 15. Submissions must be addressed to the Clerk to the Houses, Gordon House, 81 Duke Street, Kingston, or emailed to clerk@japarliament.gov.jm. A joint select committee of Parliament has been mandated to consider the measures and submit a full report to Parliament with recommendations. Addressing a virtual town hall last week, Speaker of the House of Representatives and Chairman of the committee, Juliet Holness, urged citizens to make their contribution.
The committee will be taking a look at all the submissions and will continue with a subsequent deliberation, having collated a matrix of the submissions that have come in for the committee. We do have some submissions so far, not, in my estimation, sufficient, and time is still there for individuals who desire to make an input to do so.
Mrs. Holness said submissions will be tabled during the next sitting of the committee, and all Jamaicans will have an opportunity to view them. In addition, deliberations on the submissions will begin when Parliament resumes in January from the Christmas break to consider all the material that is available.
At the end of the process, comments and recommendations will be distilled, collated, reviewed, and incorporated into the committee's report to the Parliament, which will influence the content of the job description finally promulgated for the nation's parliamentary representatives.
And finally, the Ministry of Education and Youth has condemned Friday's shooting death of 14-year-old Anchovy High School student Randino James. At this morning's post-cabinet press briefing, Portfolio Minister Favour Williams described James's death as senseless. She informed that grief counsellors had been dispatched to console grieving students, teachers, and families.
We mourn with the family and the school community, and again strongly condemn the killing of students who, as we all know, are the future of Jamaica.
It's reported that Randino was taking shelter from the rain at a bar in his Montpelier St. James community when men opened fire on the establishment. Randino and a female were shot. Young Randino succumbed to his injuries while the female is recuperating. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Lisa Rowe. Thanks for watching.
Practicing good oral health is essential in maintaining fresh breath and a healthy smile. Always remember to brush twice daily for 2 minutes with fluoride toothpaste to strengthen tooth enamel and help fight gum disease. Always brush in a circular motion using a soft toothbrush. Floss once daily to remove food particles between the teeth and the gum line. Use a mouthwash to clean areas of the mouth a toothbrush or floss can't reach. Change your toothbrush every 3 to 4 months. Visit your dentist every 6 months for checkups and cleaning. And be sure to drink water to keep gum disease, plaque, and cavities at bay. Remember, good oral health is key to a healthy mouth.
So, we dive into this health discovery with a look at how to protect a vital organ. Discover which one in this next feature.
Anna, you know you're special, very, very special to me, Anna.
Yes, Mom, I know.
And today I want to have a special conversation with you about taking care of your body.
Okay, Mom, what do you mean?
Alright, so today we're going to talk about taking care of a very special part of your body, and that's your heart. Do you feel the heart beating? Yes, and I'm going to talk to you about taking care of your heart.
Oh, I see. Yes, I learned about the heart in school.
Wow, you're so smart.
You normally go unaware of it beating 100,000 times per day as you move about. But what if it stopped and you could have prevented that? This complex and delicate organ is responsible for pumping the blood supply that carries oxygen and the nutrients needed for your body to function properly. It's time to stop and find out what you need to do to keep your heart beating. Professor Ernest Madu is an internationally recognized nuclear cardiologist, as well as the founder and chairman of the Heart Institute of the Caribbean. He tells us what is normal in heart health.
If you're looking for what is a normal heart rate, it's usually, we say it's about 60 to 100 beats per minute. Normal blood pressure, we want to keep it systolic, the top one. It should be around 120. And the bottom one should be less than 70. Those will be what we'll consider normal. If it's high, it's hypertension. If it is low, it's hypotension. So very high blood pressure is not good. Very low blood pressure can also cause problems. A very high heart rate is a problem. Very low heart rate is also a problem.
It's only about the size of a fist, but has a huge responsibility as it bears the weight of supporting all the other organs in the body. To practice good heart health, you will first need to understand the risks of having a bad heart.
Cardiovascular diseases, including heart disease and stroke, are the commonest cause of death and disability in Jamaica. We estimate, just from our own studies, we estimate that perhaps more than 7,500 people have a heart attack every year in Jamaica the first time. And then about half of that number have a second heart attack. Many people with heart attack will not survive unless appropriate intervention happen in a timely manner.
Leading the cause factors for poor heart health is obesity and preconditions such as diabetes and hypertension. The call remains loud for people to take seriously the lifestyle changes that support hearty living. Parents are encouraged to develop this culture in their children.
Parents must adequately inform themselves, because you can't train somebody in what you don't know. Encourage your children to get out of the house and be active and exercise, and watch your children what they eat and make sure their weight is ideal, and begin early to train the children on the ways, the habits that they need to form early in life, that can help to keep their risk for heart disease at bay.
Research in the field of cardiology is growing, providing more information to help us make wise choices for our heart health.
One of the major causes of heart failure, especially in black people, that is recognized now is called cardiac amyloidosis. And it used to be almost universally fatal. But now there are treatment options and there are diagnostic mechanisms for this. We're working with Yale University to launch that project here in Jamaica. So there's been a mountain of advances happening, whether it's cardiac imaging, personalized medicine, genomic treatment strategies, remote patient monitoring.
On a personal level, Jamaicans are being urged to get active and do regular medical checkups.
We also have to be mindful about the role of exercise and physical activity in protecting ourselves from heart disease and other non-communicable ailments that are associated with sedentary lifestyles or inactivity. The Minister of Health, Dr. Tufton, has been aggressive in pushing Jamaicans to get out and exercise. And I think that is a step in the right direction. Early detection is very important. We need to recognize that the idea that every pain is gas is not helpful. When people feel that discomfort, they need to seek medical attention.
Mom, so what can I do to take care of my heart?
So Anna, you have to exercise. So like playing that you always do. And also Anna, I need you to start eating those veggies, even the ones that you don't like. And I need you to go to bed on time as well. And guess what? Never forget to laugh, all right? Never forget to laugh. And you must not forget these tips, all right, Anna? You must take this throughout your life.
Thank you so much for this talk, Mom. I will never forget it.
All right, my sweet Anna.
From health to tourism, we change pace now to look at the formulation of a comprehensive and strategic policy for this economic driver. Learn more about how this initiative will protect Jamaica's tourism brand.
Jamaica is a brand of euphoric excitement that pulsates from the roots of the island. It's the authentic zest of this vibrant experience that draws millions of visitors longing for a taste. It's why the Ministry of Tourism is exploring all possible options to ensure visitors have that safe, secure, and seamless experience. The Ministry of Tourism is on a mission to refine and solidify Jamaica's destination assurance policy through an island-wide consultation tour with stakeholders.
We recognize that tourism cannot happen without a whole constellation of players and partners and experiences.
There is no book that we can look in to find a destination assurance. So when we did the first concept paper, it was out of my head and my PS and our little team. And we literally gave the frame of it to our consultants. And we made afterwards a green paper. and the cabinet of the land approved it. And now we are looking to make a white paper that will make Jamaica the first country in the world to have a destination assurance policy.
Jamaica's Destination Assurance Framework and Strategy, DAFS, is a plan that will drive a sustainable shift in the tourism industry. The document will outline a comprehensive plan to safeguard the delivery of high-quality experiences for visitors. The strategy will focus on providing standards for enterprises by ensuring more businesses are licensed, development of a quality management system for businesses operating in the tourism space, protocol for Destination Assurance Council, who monitor the destinations and monitoring the compliance of destination assurance stakeholders. A Destination Assurance Council is being created to lend their expertise in areas such as healthcare, security, and the environment, elements essential to the delivery of a high-quality tourism product.
And therefore, what we are talking about with the Destination Assurance Councils is to set up a team of competent people who can ensure that these critical touch points, which enable a visitor to have a safe, secure, and seamless experience, is in place. Destination assurance is fully predicated on public order, and that the Ministry of Tourism and the tourism sector stand squarely behind the Ministry of National Security to secure and ensure public order in the public spaces of Jamaica.
Reducing visitor harassment, ensuring proper disposal of solid waste, and maintaining order in resort areas are top priorities of the policy. The feedback from tourism stakeholders throughout the public consultations will guide the inclusivity of the policy. Minister Bartlett will present the Destination Assurance Framework and Strategy as a white paper in Parliament for approval. Destination assurance will also be included in the broader tourism strategy and action plan for Jamaica. The ministry is developing the strategy in partnership with the Inter-American Development Bank (IDB) and stakeholders from various industries.
So destination assurance is about giving that confidence to the market that our promise cannot be second-guessed. That when you come to Jamaica, you will have a safe, secure, and seamless experience.
All motorists, pedestrians, private and public operators, motorcyclists, it is important for us to drive defensively. Driving defensively saves lives, and we know that lives are most important to each and every one of us. It is important also to be trained and certified as a defensive driver, for it increases the likelihood that you'll prevent collisions on our roadways.
Since we're on the topic of tourism, don't forget it's the season to ensure your travel documents are up to date. Learn more about one of these important travel documents in this next feature.
It's among the world's most powerful books. It grants you access to over 50 international territories without a visa. I'm sure by now you realize I'm speaking of a Jamaican passport. Here's how you can acquire this trusted identification and travel document. The Passport Immigration and Citizenship Agency (PICA) is the government entity responsible for issuing this identification and citizenship document. First, you must obtain and complete a passport application form. The form is available at PICA offices on their website or any police headquarters island-wide. First-time adult applicants are required to appear in person with their completed application form and 2 identical photographs, one of which must be certified by the person who verified the application form. The photos must be taken within the last 6 months for it to be valid. Additional documents are a birth, adoption, or Jamaican citizenship certificate, as well as a valid government-issued photo identification, such as a driver's license or a voter's ID, and a proof of name change if the name has been altered. For renewals, adult applicants may apply online or in person by submitting a simplified renewal form along with the expired passport. A Dropbox service is also available at PICA's headquarters at 25 Constant Spring Road in Kingston. Applications submitted using the Dropbox service will take 7 working days to process. Applicants living overseas must visit pica.gov.jm to start the renewal process. They will need their expired passport, passport-sized photograph for upload, Visa or MasterCard, debit or credit card to make payment, and an email address to get updates on the application. Applicants who are under 18 years old must appear in person and present a certificate of citizenship, 2 identical photographs with one being certified, the parent or legal guardian's government-issued identification, and sections C and E of the application completed by the parent or guardian. The same procedure applies for passport renewals for minors. Passport processing fees will vary depending on the service chosen or the location where the application was submitted. A regular adult passport costs $6,500 Jamaican dollars locally, $80 if in America, or £50 in the United Kingdom. PICA's Kingston location processes applications in 7 working days. Montego Bay, Portmore, and Maypen does so in 14 days, while overseas applications take 20 working days. Expedited services are also available for local applications. Once the passport is ready, applicants must bring the official receipt with a valid ID and pick up at the location they submitted their application. The person collecting on an applicant's behalf must have a written consent form, a copy of the applicant's ID, and the official receipt. Courier services are available at PICA's Kingston location. It's the gateway to travel and so much more. Getting a passport is your legal right as a Jamaican citizen.
We'd love to hear from you, so reach out via email at jamaicamagazine@jis.gov.jm. You can also find more content like this on our website at jis.gov.jm. Join us tomorrow for another informative edition of Jamaica Magazine. On behalf of the entire production team, I'm Theodore Henry. Walk good.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.